Hey Aries, welcome to Intention 1111. Tonight I'm going to be doing your love read for the month of December. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who interacted with the channel, who participated, commented, viewed, subscribed. I sure appreciate y'all. We have survived the Sagittarius new moon. Mars goes retrograde in the sign of Leo on the 6th of December. I wouldn't suggest with Mercury retrograde starting anything really new during that time either. Um, don't crash out, don't make impulsive decisions, but it may be good for taking action. Just think it through since it's kind of mixed with Mercury retrograde. Um, it may be good for passion, may be good for short-term relationships, but in the long term, with the in the sign of Leo and Mercury retrograde, anything you start at this time, relationship wise, may be on its way out as soon as it begins. So, show me Aries and love for December. If you'd like to book a personal read with me, you can reach me at the jezebelray@gmail.com. I do not reach out to others for reads. They reach out to me and I send them a slot. So that's not me if somebody's doing that. Okay, Aries and love, December. Universe, show me Aries and love, December. I hate long intros because I just skip through them myself when I'm watching other videos. So anyway, somebody here's gotten ghosted. Either you or your partner have ghosted one another. These reads could be for anything. Your crush, the partner, an ex-partner, or whatever you got, okay? They are being bombarded by the universe. I'll tell you that right now. They've got signs and synchronicities, angel numbers, the color of your house, your car, your name, whatever. The universe is placing that in their attention, their line of sight, uh, in order to focus them back on the connection with you, Aries. And they are being worked on really heavily by the universe. And so now they're in a mode of surrender. So remember, if this is a twin flame thing, why they're surrendering to the path, or they're surrendering to themselves, they're surrendering to the connection, right? You guys could be at a distance, or you could be energetically distant, or the love could be distant. There may be incoming communication while this person is sort of in the dark night of the soul, right? May be calling you, drunk texting you, drunk calling you, whatever. Or they may just want to hear a comforting voice. And they may be reaching out to you, phone call, text, FaceTime, whatever. Um, or that may be something that you regularly do or need to do if you are living physically at a distance. I kind of feel like this might be a mix of both. I really kind of feel like there's a distance between two hearts here, right? And they definitely want to hear your voice, or they want to be comforted by you. Now, depending on your circumstances, right? But the universe is redirecting them back to the connection and back to Aries. So let's see what the cards have to say. Here. Okay, laying down burdens. This came and in the reverse, laying down burdens. You have a 3, getting in alignment, and a 10, wrapping up cycles, beginning new cycles. Um, I kind of feel like they've accomplished something here and they want to share that with you. They've laid something down here and they want to share that with you. You could be dreaming of them or them dreaming of you. Um, but what they're kind of saying here is they didn't see that they had choices and options. And what that means here is they didn't think that they had the ability to overcome whatever this is that they've overcome. They didn't know they could do that, right? Not literally, they didn't know they could do it, but they just didn't think that it could be done. And so, whatever this is that they closed out, it sort of opened up a brand new world to them. You've got them incoming, you've got a seven, psychic dreams, ability, downloads, intuition. But also, seven is fated connections. You talk to the universe about that. You guys know the drill. They are celebrating wanting to come into union or wanting to come into a relationship commitment, something like that. Remember, with twin flames, now union can mean a lot of different things. Sometimes with twin flames, it doesn't mean happily ever after. Okay. Um, Sometimes it means you come together to heal, you separate, you come back together, you separate to learn your different lessons in life. Now, when you're applying 3D rules to a 5D relationship, you're always going to come up with apples and oranges, okay? Because your 3D relationships are not going to be like your 5D relationships, which are twin flames. Your 3D relationships are going to be more like your soulmate, right? And your karmics. So when you try to apply 3D rules to 5D connections, you're always going to come up with something that doesn't quite match. Remember, twin flames are energetic. Okay, they're not physical 3D. Now it goes on in the 3D. What happens in the 5D trickles down to the 3D, right? But they're not going to be your traditional relationships like you have with soulmates and karmics. At any rate, somebody is celebrating something that they've overcome, a burden that they've laid down. The universe is redirecting them to you, Aries, in your path. They accomplished something they didn't know they could do or they didn't know could be done. They want to come into union with you. You've got a four, karma completed, cycle completed, coming into balance, right? It's almost like they've been made brand new. So somebody has activated, they've awakened, they've gone through a dark night of the soul, and they're on the other side. Like the hermit card, when he's holding his lamp up and he's looking out he's gone in the valley and is on the top now and he's looking down. This person has gone through their valley and now they're on the other side of the dark night of the soul with the lessons, with the spiritual guidance, with the intimate to spirit. And they want to share that with you. They want to return back to a time 6 and 7, 13, another 4, right? So you have the idea that they want to share these things with you that they've seen or that they've experienced. And they're coming to you with an offer here. You have 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the Fool card, right? Somebody's been made brand new and they want to come back to Aries to share that. Yeah, they've closed down a lot of cycles. They know, Aries, that you're good to go. They know that you are financially stable, maybe, or that you're happy living life, or you're good doing what you're doing. And although they may want to come to you, and with all of this news, they stop right here at this 9 of coins here because they're kind of like, oh, what I'm hearing is, am I going to disrupt their life again? Am I going to disrupt their life again? So basically, your person knows that if they come to you, they need to come with something of value regarding their behavior. And they are sitting there. They want to share this excitement and this good news, and they want to bring this back into a union, into coming together again in relationship. But what they're saying here is, ooh, does Aries have room for me in their life anymore? Is Aries ready for me to come back in? Aries seems very happy and kind of over the initial separation. that we had? Am I going to be disrupting Aries if I return to their life as opposed to helping Aries if I return to their life? So your person is asking that question. Um, you have a progression for this person, though. They've gone from this page of wands and this fool, right, in the burden stage of carefree, whatever, whatever I want to do, sort of. I'm going to love them and leave them. I'm going to whatever, okay? And I know these are wands, so it's you, but this is not about you right just yet. They're saying here that they've grown up a little bit. They're rushing toward you because they've had this newfound sense, this knowledge that they've gained during this dark night of the soul. And it could be that they're coming back to you to explain to you and to tell you all of the things that you were telling them, right? You were right, Aries, about this. This is what I experienced. When you were talking about so and so, I didn't know what in the hell you were talking about. But this is what I experienced, and now I understand. So they're coming to you with an idea of love, yes, but they're also coming to you with an idea of being excited to show you something. And that to me says that there's a rapport there, or there was a rapport there, that they felt safe enough with you to share with you the successes and failures of their life. And if it wasn't the case, it's now going to be the case. They think, though, that when they're coming back, Aries, and this may be why the energy like stops right here. They think that when they are coming back, they're coming back to the same Aries, right? But what they're not understanding here is that when they ascend and grow, you ascend and grow. And with every ascension and every dark night of the soul, because that happens all throughout the spiritual journey, it's not just a one time thing. You grow, you become different, you become brand new, right? And they feel like they're coming back to the Aries that they left when they went through their dark night of the soul, when you went through your initial separation. And it's not the case, Aries, because you've also grown into this Nine of Coins, self focused, doing your inner work, putting yourself first, stacking your coins, concentrating on your career and on your spiritual path. So you've learned to make go in the direction that you're supposed to go when you're in separation with somebody, which is inner to the inner world. And you've filled that inner world with all of the things that are making you empowered right now, right? And so they're not necessarily coming back to maybe an Aries who had a codependency issue, or an Aries who lived in their ego, or an Aries who couldn't get past the breakup or the separation. They're coming back to an Aries that's pretty empowered person, is on top of their game. So they think they may be coming back to the old you. And they may be a little bit sentimental, right? Or they may be reminiscing about what was, right? They may be in for a little bit of a rude awakening when they realize that you're not the same either. However, they are asking the question, am I coming in to disrupt Aries' life or not? So pay attention to your own signs and synchronicities. Just because our twin or our lover or whatever it is for you out there comes back doesn't mean they're ready. Okay. And it doesn't mean we are ready when they want to come back. A lot of times, in these cycles, you'll see one person ready to do it and the other person's just not quite there. And sometimes the roles reverse. So let's see, how does this person feel about Aries? How does this person feel about Aries? This person. Knight of Pentacles, they're going to be intentional. I think something in the past, of course, from this page to Knight of Coins, got wands and coins here. something, this tower here is talking about the past. There's something about the past that they were very impulsive and they just kind of did what they wanted when they wanted. And the attention span just wasn't there, okay? And there's nothing worse than trying to build a relationship with someone who has the attention span of a 15-year-old boy. So it was kind of like that with you and this person. They were very impulsive. And while Aries, you may be prone to impulsiveness as well, Aries is like, look, I've got shit to do. You need to either help me or get the hell out of my way. It's not quite the same kind of impulses that maybe other fire, water, air signs may have, right? Aries is very driven and they don't like anything standing in their way. Um, very, very goal oriented. Remember, Aries is the god of war, okay? And you have to have the ability to strategize, okay, in order to, take down the enemy, right? So Aries can be very goal oriented and action oriented. Maybe this person was just too impulsive and they didn't play the long game. They were always playing the short game, right? But point is, they're coming in as the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is very methodical. Okay, this is the strategy. This is the analyzation that you were looking for, hoping that this person would have or develop. They're coming in very slowly, very intentionally, and very methodically. And I think the reason that we come up to this point here is because this person is asking the question, when I come back into Aries' world, am I going to be a disruption to them? Or am I going to be able to be a help to them? So I think that's why they've decided maybe to do this methodically and slowly coming back into your world because they don't want to throw you into a dark night of the soul. They don't want to have tower moments and they want to prove to you that they have the capacity for strategy. Show me, how does this person feel about Aries? Ace of Swords. They want a new beginning. Queen of Swords. They know that you're going to be on guard a little bit. And they know that. Now, I'm going to say this, Aries, don't shoot the messenger, but you both have had anxiety over one another. You've both endured a lot of stress here, a lot of sleepless nights. You both have thrown swords at one another, okay? And you see these two circles here. I don't know if you can see it. That's the Vesica Pisces, right? That is the twin flame, it right there. And so they know that you've both done things to one another to hurt one another. And they know you're going to be ready for them. You're going to be on guard. But they want to bring this cup anyway because what they want is to come back into your life. Because now they know that's with the help of spirit that this is where they belong. So let's see what you can expect from this person. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Of course, I have other fire signs. I have Aries and Scorpio specific. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be those signs. It could just be a matter of the energy that those signs represent. What can Aries expect from this lover? What can Aries expect from this lover? I will say though that if I had to call it, I get fire and fire. So whatever, wherever in your chart, I get Aries. I get fire and fire. That you are with maybe another fire sign, maybe somewhere in their chart. They feel like you're the star, baby. You are on their mind 24/7. Their North Star, their compass, their guiding light. Remember, they started out with this idea that they wanted to come to you and share their news with you, their good news with you. So again, there's a level of comfort here, and they may always come back to you or have come back to you in the past or before you had this separation. There may have been a rapport that you guys, it was so free to share things with. And that's another sign, of a spiritual connection. Do your own research that you feel comfortable in the person's presence. You don't have to pretend the uglies, the little things you hide, you know, and your successes and your great points too, right? You both share it together and you're completely and totally comfortable being yourself, and you can have the conversation and you can have the little inside jokes that no one else knows, right? They the star and the sun, divine masculine, divine feminine. They know that you're a match together and they want to move forward with you. So that's what you can expect. That they now understand, Aries, maybe what you've been telling them. What does Aries not expect from this person? What does Aries not expect? Okay. I think you don't expect for them to be a lot calmer. I think you don't expect this strategy here with this three of coins and this nine of coins. I think you don't expect for them to have the capacity for strategy and long-term planning, right? I feel like you're thinking here, well, they're going to be impulsive or they're going to make the wrong decisions. They're not going to think ahead enough, but they actually will think ahead enough. They've had enough time away from you that maybe being alone or being sort of isolated or in a hermitage, right? The hermit, they've had some time to learn to strategize, to slow down, to pay attention, to control their impulses. Queen of Cups here, they want to give you nurturing love, those kind of things. High Priestess and the Empress. So these are marking both the 3D and the 3D and the 5D aspects of the relationship. The High Priestess and the Hierophant are spiritual counterparts. The Emperor and the Empress are physical counterparts. So let's see what a potential final outcome can be. So there's some level of recognition that they've had going through this dark night of the soul, coming out of this dark night of the soul about the type of connection that you share. What's a potential final outcome for Aries and their lover? Okay, they are over the moon for you. Okay. Very happy. This is their wish fulfillment. They want to make leaps and bounds toward you. Um, they are wondering if you're going to be able to let go of things of the past. Are we going to be able to let the past go? Um, King of Pentacles here now and Emperor to the Empress. So this is the embodiment of how this person is, the masculine energy is to you, Aries. Feminine, masculine, man, woman, it doesn't matter. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies. But this is a representation of what kind of partner they may be to you now. And this is a representation, the Emperor and the Empress, of the connection between the two of you. I like that. Okay, so let's see what they would say to you if they could. Let's see, what would Aries lovers say to them if they could? I want you. Okay, enough said. I couldn't let you get close to me, right? That's a common masculine energy issue when you are in a connection like that. The masculine, it's sort of like Penelope and what's his damn name? I want to say Oedipus, but I know it's not Oedipus. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Um, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that right now. At any rate, this Greek man had to make his way through all of these tests of the gods, right? To make his way back to his love of his life, Penelope. That is sort of like what the divine masculine has to go through, but it's a matter of the self that they're battling, right? So it's common that they have avoidance or that they couldn't allow you to get close to them because they may embody the runner, right? Because they're running from themselves because they don't want to, take care of their shit, right? Let's see how they feel about you in the bedroom. Show me, how does Aries lover feel about them in the bedroom? Okay, they miss the spontaneity with you, Aries. They miss your breast area for women. They may miss that. Ladies, you may miss this man's chest or something like that. They miss that area about you. There is a little bit of borderline obsession. Could be dealing with Scorpio energy, some of you in the bedroom here. Very, it's like a spiritual awakening there is what they're saying. They miss though being with you like intimately with just kissing. You must be a really great kisser, right? So they miss that about you. So let's kind of see some advice on it and we'll call it a wrap, you guys. But I mean, it's not, of course, as cut and dried as we would like it to be, these kind of connections, but your person's come out of the dark night and they are ready to beeline for you. They're ready to come share their experiences with you. But remember, they're going to try and be methodical and intentional about how they enter in and how they operate while they're there with you. True manifestations are powered by service and love. Okay, right? Unconditional love means wanting what's for their highest good, even if we aren't in the picture for them, right? Or they aren't in the picture for us. When I merge my desire with faith, okay, the universe always has my back. I know the universe is working this out for my highest good. I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. I can take action from a place of peace because I know we're counterparts here. I know that the universe is of the design that we are meant to be in union. I know we have our own journey. I know that I want and need for my counterpart to experience what is for their highest good, because what is for their highest good is also for my highest good. And if I'm operating out of a place of love and not a place of ego, then I'm not attaching and I'm not trying to control the outcome and I'm not being angry because they're not choosing me right now. They're choosing themselves, which is what you need them to do. But when we operate out of a place of ego, then that is the place of control. And that's when we start getting resentful. We lower our vibration. We start operating off of 3D themes and behaviors. When I merge my desire with faith, manifestation, I can take action. I can take action from a place of love, not of control. So, at any rate, Aries, that's what I have for you guys. And I will see y'all later.